That should do it. Right then, here we are, commemorating 10 years on YouTube, which is crazy. I've never thought I'd get this far, but here we are. Nothing crazy or over the top. Just me with a paintbrush and a collection that I'm going to be dusting for the next 2 hours or so. So that's fun, huh? Let's see, what should I start with? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Start with that. Not sure if you can see it, but there's a plume of dust rising off my marbles right now. See, when you have a giant Lego collection as I do, it's hard to keep everything nice and tidy. You run out of space, things get really dusty, and, well, it's hard to keep on top of it. There we go. Actually, there we go. Perfect. 2 and 2 together, and that's another one done. On this one, 10 cents. Everyone's favorite. Oh, hey, what's up, Sora Master? How you doing? It's my longtime friend Sora Master, everyone. Yeah, I had no real content for this 10th year anniversary stream, so I was just like, let's just keep it casual. Let's just, I don't know, do spring cleaning, I guess, because I got nothing better going on, nothing too exciting in my life right now. So, and plus with a lot of stuff happening in my personal life, I didn't have a lot of time to think up an elaborate 10th year anniversary. Dusting up on some Lego collection stuff. That's all this is. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Click done. What next? Here we go. Here. Let's see what to dust next. So many fun things in my collection of dust. Let's see some Looney do some work. He's been sitting for a while. Sort of wish everything had a home. Sadly, my collection being as extensive as it is, not everything has a home. So yep, done. Next minifigure. Yep. Do, 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 do. There you go. Let's see. There you go. Yep, one. Ooh, here goes Speedy. Oh, he's getting dusty. Oof. I think this would be a lot more engaging. This one next. I don't know, something about smart cars just gets a chuckle out of me. Not sure why. It's probably because they're so small and compact. It's like a clown car. Let's go find some. Test. Okay, microphone works. I was a worry. I'm doing this for 10 minutes so far. I thought the microphone wasn't working. Some celebration, huh? Oh, yeah, here we go. Well, I guess if anyone, I don't know, drops into this stream, I don't know, a couple days from now or maybe in a month, I don't know. Figured I'd let some people know, give them some updates on the channel because got some ideas, got some plans, stuff I want to try and do going forward. I'm currently working on a couple, well, one big custom Lego Star Wars video as of now. Well, not right now because I'm dusting a Lego collection, but in the background, I got one currently in the works. Not sure when that will come out. Hopefully sometime later this year because it's the initial idea of it is to commemorate the classic Tartakovsky 2003 Clone Wars cartoon. So definitely want to try and get that out before the anniversary date. Let's see. Maybe might do some stop motion in the future. Definitely, it's been on my radar for a long time. Definitely want to try and get into that. Try and make my own stop motions again. It's been like 9 years since I've tried it. So I want to see if I get more professional at it, grow as a amateur animator. Let's see. Going to be taking a break from the Lego Tugs stuff. I know that's quite popular with a lot of the audience, but I don't know. I just as of late, I haven't been really inspired to do one. I don't know. It's just at times it felt taxing. It felt like oh, this is so much work for a video. I'm not trying to say like I'm gonna stop doing them. Like I'm gonna keep making more videos of this little guy and his friends, but just gonna be taking a break for a little while with the Tug stuff. Just want to try and I don't know, widen my horizons, try out different things, test the waters, see if I can't attract any new audiences. You know, try and broaden my horizons here. But eventually I will come around and do more of those tugs videos. Probably more of those how-to tutorials, because a lot of people request those. A lot of people have been asking for other characters from that model series, so I'll definitely get around to it, so don't worry. For anyone worried, I haven't given up on it entirely, so. And you know, while I'm dusting this, I'm having this thought. I'm having this thought of, should I do a lengthy video dedicated to showing off my Lego collection? Because this is something I'm very fond of, very proud of. And I figured it might be something interesting, fun to show off to the world. See if I make anyone jealous with the size of my collection, or I don't know, attract the attention of other Lego enthusiasts. Discuss things. Might be something fun to do later in the future. I don't know. Thinking about maybe doing some diorama type content in the future. Like a lot of future plans that I'm thinking about. I'm not sure how long until those will take effect, but hopefully soon. That should do it for this model. Let's see. Oh, and of course, how could I forget this? A very select few might know of this news, but Warner Brothers is coming out with a reboot to the Tiny Toon Adventures cartoon, Tiny Toons University. That's been on my radar for a long time. I've been waiting to hear on some more information about that reboot, so I could eventually get my friends together and discuss information, trailers, promos leading up to this big event, like how I did with the Animaniacs 2020 speculation. Something fun I thought I'd do. Of course, I need more information on Tiny Toons University first before I can go ahead and make that video. Otherwise, I'm just shooting in the dark. But yeah, that's coming soon, hopefully. I'd like to say summertime if Warner Brothers decides to release more information about it, or a teaser trailer, something. But for the time being, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I don't know. Thinking about maybe doing some of those newfangled YouTube shorts that the cool kids are doing nowadays. Might consider doing that eventually. Gotta figure out how that works first before I delve head first. But something fun I might try later on. A lot of future plans. Remember him? All the way back in 2017? Wow. Oh. One's collection can hold so many memories, tell so many stories. This guy, I can remember when I remember the video when I made him back on iMovie in 2017 on my slowly deteriorating MacBook. Fun times, man. Fun times back in the day. There you go. All finished. Let's see what's next. Ooh, Taz needs some work. Shoot. There you go. And the last of my Looney Tune figures. Oh, yeah, that's a lie. Marvin's up there. I tell a lie. At the end of the day, I don't like dust. It's coarse, rough, irritating, and it gets everywhere. You know, let's take a look. My immediate vicinity that I want dust. Oh wow, this thing's dusting bad. Anyone like The Last Jedi? I sort of did. You probably can't see it, but the plume of dust coming off this model. Oh boy. Wow. There is so much dust. Oh, shoot, no. The dust, it gets everywhere. All right. Yeah. Oh, let's see. What Tug's character have I not made? Well, I've Rail Rocket. I have done the whole Starfleet, including Grampus. I've done four. No, 4/5 of the Zed fleet. I'm still needing to do a Zach later on, sometime in the future. A lot of people have been asking for Izzy Gomez, which is interesting. I didn't expect such a following for such a dated stereotype. I have not built. I got a Blue Nose. I have Sea Rogue. Lily Lightship is still in the works. Haven't fully made her yet. I guess the rest are just obscure. The rest are just obscure background characters like the White Fleets or those green googly-eyed pirate characters from episode 2. Burke and Blair haven't made them either. But for the most part, the important characters, those have been built already. Oh, I'm glad my tutorials can be of great help to you. That was sort of the idea of making a tutorial on a Tugs model and then seeing, I wonder if this will take off. Will the community make their own Tugs videos? Will I inspire them? Apparently so, because shortly after those remakes that I started making back 2018, I think. I saw a lot of startup channels with their own Tugs content, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm glad I could inspire a couple people. So, always a good feeling. I think it's enough dust in this one. This one's done there. Let's see, what else can I dust next? So many things to dust. Super. Oh, the Super needs it. Yeah. Oh. Supra. There we go. Okay, cool. Sounds like a fun idea. mean, part of me has thought of, I don't know, maybe doing a full episode with my models, but I don't know. I think that may be a little too ambitious for me. Like I can do those 2 minute recreations of small scenes with few characters, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to go that big yet. I don't know. We'll have to see in the future. Maybe one day you'll see a full Tugs episode in Lego. We'll have to check that out later. Fun bit of trivia. I always like trivia, like little background facts about certain shows or behind the scenes of movies where, oh, here's a small little Easter egg. Did you know about this? That sort of thing. Fascinated, endlessly fascinated about that kind of stuff. Very good, very good. Super done. Oh. It's got webs on it. No. Cobwebs, my enemy. Oh. If it's one thing I dislike, as equally as dust, it's cobwebs. I hate cobwebs. They get everywhere. Every corner of every shelf, of every room. They are everywhere, and I despise them. Actually, maybe not as much as dust. I think I hate dust more. What inspired me to make my own models? I'm not sure, really. I just kind of one day sat there, let's just make 10 cents. And a YouTube icon was born. That's really it, really. I just had a thought like, let's just build 10 cents just for the fun of it. Why not? And then shortly afterwards, let's build a Zarin. Let's build Sunshine. And then all of a sudden, I had all of the Starfleet with many zeros in tow. I don't know. Things just sort of happens because why not? For the heck of it. And then one thing led to another, and sure enough, small little YouTube series starring this guy. Yeah, that's why. That's what inspired me. I just said, why not? Let's just run with it. Darn. Boo. Lame. Almost there. There we go. Yeah, I'd say that's good. I'm done. What to dust next? Oh, here's a fun one. Always thought this was a cool design. As soon as I heard about this ship, I had to get it. I had to buy this off Lego.com, like immediately. Oh, thank you, One Track Mind. Thank you. It's kind of hard to believe I'm here celebrating 10 years. 10 years of being a YouTuber. I can't believe it. It's one of those things where you sit down and you think, wow, time has flown by. Like you look back and you're like, wow, this channel has come a long way. And believe me, it has. Trying to, I don't know, improve my content, try new things, just throwing everything at the wall, experimenting. Always trying to improve. And part of me can't believe it either. I'm nearly at 1,000 subscribers. It blows my mind. It's crazy to think. I mean, I never thought I'd reach like I'm fumbling on words here. I'm just that astonished. I never thought I'd reach 1,000 subscribers. Like if you were to ask me maybe 5-6 years ago, I would probably say I would never see 1,000 subscribers. But here we are in 2023. I'm on the verge of 950, so 50 more to go, and we're there. That's 1,000 subs. Also, I'd like to take the time to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, supported me with comments, likes. Always means a lot. It really does. Makes me want to continue on as a YouTuber and make more content. Dust really does get everywhere. It's in every nook and cranny, every crevice. Hard to get it all. There we go. A little touch up there. There, now we're good. Okay, what comes next? There's a lot of stuff to dust. Yeah, this needs it. Oh. A lot of Star Wars stuff, if you couldn't tell. See, the funny thing is, Rail Rocket, I already have. Here he is. Theodore, the Canadian tugboat. Here he is. Yep. I went there. United at last, huh? United at last. Yeah, I sort of made Theodore as like a joke. I was just, what if I just made him for the laughs? Maybe just maybe I think missed opportunity now, but I was thinking maybe do like an April Fool's kind of video with Theodore instead of today I'm going to show you how to build Psych. Oh well, missed opportunity, but hey. Oh well. I don't know, I might use them in a video in the future. I don't know. I might actually do like a showcase video for my Tugs models and just throw them in at the end as a fun tidbit. I don't know. We'll see. Theodore can sit next to Tencent, I guess, for fun. I was working on this one. This one needed dusting. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely thinking about doing that. Definitely thinking about doing that. Maybe do like a turntable-esque video where you get like a full 360-degree rotation of the model just to show a possible angle. Something like that. Might be fun. I'll consider it for a later day. Because as of right now, I have made a lot of characters from Tugs, and at this point, I might as well show them all off. Every last one. Get it all? You're always second guessing with dust. You never know if you missed a spot until you really look at it in the sun or any direct light. Believe me, I am very thorough when it comes to this kind of thing. It's just who I am. What LEGO themes do I collect? LEGO themes, primarily the Star Wars variety. I have endless amounts of Star Wars stuff. I think my collection is 90 to maybe 95% Star Wars stuff. I've got other like sub themes thrown in there, like Looney Tunes. Can never go wrong with these guys. I've got some modular buildings. Those are really cool. I love those in-depth builds. Some of those miniature cityscape sets. I like those architecture builds. I like those. Technic builds are fun, always intricate, very fun to see how everything comes together. Those functions, each one, always fun. Classic Space. Can never go wrong with Classic Space. I am a diehard fan of Classic Space. If there's anything Classic Space I could pick up, I will pick it up. That is fact. Oh, and also those Speed Champions cars. Those are really cool too. Bit of a car guy myself. Like collecting cars. Picked up the Countach, the James Bond, Aston Martin recently. Thinking about maybe getting the new Porsche Lego set currently right now. The that 24-hour one. Possibly looking at the Mercedes AMG as well. Looks like a fun one. We'll have to see, though. We'll have to see. But primarily, it's Star Wars stuff. I'm going to try and put some of this stuff away or put it to the side. Running out of space here on the desk. Cool. I was never really a fan of the Ninjago stuff. I don't know why. Maybe I wasn't a fan of ninjas. I never really understood what was going on. I mean, like if I started watching maybe the Ninjago show somewhere, maybe I'd get interested in it. But at the time, as a younger kid, I was like, "What is this?" I'm not fully understanding. I think part of it. Well, I didn't like ninjas. That wasn't really my thing. And secondly, I didn't really fully understand the concept of this. Like, I think if I didn't understand the concept of something, chances are I didn't really pick it up. But then again, things change. I'm more open to new things, try new things, and if I might give Ninjago a shot. I think from what I could gather, the later seasons get pretty in-depth and there's a lot of good moments in it. So I might check it out later in the future. Who knows? Might be worth my time. What's else? Nearly just died on a pair of shoes. What a dramatic way to end the stream. Me tripping over a box of shoes. Oh, no, that would have been disappointing and sad. Currently, let's see. I have the London skyline and the Paris skyline. Let's see. I also have the Eiffel Tower. I have Big Ben, Arc de Triomphe. I have the Seattle Space Needle. I have I look at my collection for a second. Hang on. What else do I have? Oh yeah, Brandenburg Gate. I got that one. I have the Falling Water House, that famous architectural achievement. I have that one. I think there might be another one I have that's tucked away somewhere in a drawer. I just can't remember what that one is. Is it a statue? I have a statue? No, I don't think I do. Actually, speaking of London, let's have a look at London. Oh, wow, London is dusty. Oh, no, there's a cobweb on it. No. Oh, blast. This one's getting dusted next. This might be a weird thing to say, but this might be a really weird observation, but I think dust has a really weird smell. Dust has a really peculiar smell. Like as you're dusting something, you see a plume of smoke rise above you, and it's like, it smells smoky. Why did I say smoke? No, I meant like a big cloud of dust rises and you smell it. It smells dusty. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I don't know. Weird observation. Dust has a really peculiar smell. That's just me. I make weird observations. Oh yeah, you're lucky. Yeah, you're lucky. Real Rocket, you are very lucky. Yeah, cobwebs. If something's placed up really high, like on a high shelf that's maybe a foot from the ceiling, yeah, chances are it falls victim to cobwebs and spiders, and it just gets really annoying. Fortunately, I have really long sticks to, remove all the cobwebs. Yeah. But even then, I don't think cobwebs are that bad. Like, they're a mild nuisance. I think dust is the greater nuisance, I think. That's just my opinion. I hate dust more than cobwebs. Because dust, it gets everywhere. And it cannot easily be removed. If something sits for far too long, dust cakes up, and it gets harder and harder to brush off. That's just one of the downsides of having a large Lego collection. I was saying earlier on that I might do a whole video dedicated to showing off my whole Lego collection. Like everything. Every single piece of it. Might do that sometime soon. Not sure when, but something I'm thinking about. Actually, that's actually a good idea. Tarp it up. That's what a lot of people do with their antique cars. They put tarps over them to protect them. That's actually a pretty good idea. I've never thought of that. Thanks for the idea. Very ingenious idea. But at the same time, I want the whole world to see my collection. I don't want it under a tissue. I guess there's pros and cons to this, where it's a good idea, but it's under a sheet. You can't see it. call that good. I'll hang it back up, actually. There you go. Okay, now on to London. Wow, this is really bad. You don't have it and still looking for it. I've had a lot of things I wanted for my life. In particular, the Republic gunship Lego set. I've been looking for that set for a long time. Fortunately, I have 4 gunships now, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. Since I was a little kid, I wanted the UCS Star Destroyer set. Always after that classic 2003 set, although I could never get it because I was a young kid and I didn't have a lot of money. Fortunately, I was able to pick up the 2019 version, so that proudly sits on my coffee table, complete with flight kit. I guess the one Lego set I don't have, but I am seeking to get right now, is the UCS Millennium Falcon. That set is, wow. The attention to detail, the build, the sheer size of it, it is something to gawk at. Like, wow, look at that. Yeah, that is definitely on my wish list. If I have the money and I somehow get it before it retires, I'm definitely putting money down for it. Absolutely. Also, Tantive 4. I need a Tantive 4 sometime soon. It's like one of those iconic Star Wars ships I don't have. The eye is such a fragile piece. All the dust that comes off this thing. All right. I think that's pretty good. Not the best, but certainly not the worst job. There we go, all fixed. Go back. Anakin ship can go back. This way. There we go. Ooh, city. I've actually seen a city garden. That's quite impressive how much they squeeze into that set. All those tiny little details. I'm blown away by what Lego can do sometimes. I mean, some of those modular buildings I have, like, I'm proud of those. Those are pretty cool to look at. All the fine details, all the interior stuff. But then I look at that too, like that garden center there, and that just blows my mind. It's definitely what you'd expect from like a Tokyo city setting. Yeah, no, that's I think that's the one problem with Lego. Lego is expensive. It is detrimental to your wallet. Like you'd have to take out a whole mortgage just to buy a gigantic collector's Lego set. Fortunately, as you get older, you get a job, and with every little bit of money you make on the side, you're one step closer to buying the Lego set of your dreams. And I don't know, sometimes you might get lucky with, say, flea markets or yard sales, because people tend to get rid of stuff that they've had in their attic for years. Some of my Lego collection comes from such flea markets and yard sales at actually quite good prices. I've picked up some pretty rare kits for dirt cheap, I might add. Dirt cheap, as in like $100 for 40 pounds of Lego. It's a lot of rare stuff for cheap prices, so something to consider. Why is that so dusty? Huh. There, got that. I'll put this away now. Oh no, here's a classic. Here's a classic. 1999 X-Wing. Thomas the Tank merch? Oh yeah, I still have my Thomas the Tank Engine stuff from a kid. Let's see, I still have my wooden railway collection since I was 3. I have that all tucked away in some bins in my basement. Still have it to this day. Very, very fond of Thomas Wooden Railway. It's the Thomas toy I grew up on. I got rid of my Tomies, sadly. I had a couple Tomies. I think I had numbers 1 through 8, plus Emily and Diesel, plus Diesel 10, of course. He was awesome. No, I sadly got rid of those. I do have some Ertl trains. One second. Dust off R2 there. I got some of my Ertl ones. I have 5 in the collection so far. These ones are holdovers from my childhood. I got Derek, very obscure character. Old Slow Coach, another obscure character. Season 5 favorites. These have been holdover since my childhood, since I was like 5 years old. These are some awesome toys, by the way. Love me the Ertls. Always fantastic models. And I've somewhat been continuing to pick up on them. Let's see. There's Ben. Picked him up at a flea market for like $1. Bit chipped up, but cool piece to have. Here's Bulgy. Another one I picked up at the flea market. I think I got him for like $3. I'm surprised how good condition he's in. I mean, some of the stickers are cracked, but he's all right. And I think this is my most recent one. Here's Edward. I think I picked him up for $1 as well, if not $2. Surprisingly, really good condition. Hardly a scratch on him. A couple of chips, but nothing too serious. Yeah, so this is one of the niche things I collect. If I happen to see it at like a flea market, hey, I'll pick it up. It was a fun thing to collect. That gas pedal can never go wrong. Ooh, fun. Very fun. I had a Thomas Ertl growing up, although I'm not sure what happened to it. I think I might have sold it with my Tomies by accident. I can't remember. It was years ago. Wow, these models really do need some dusting. Sitting on a shelf for a while. Sorry, I'm just this little comedic face. There's something about it. I just a bit more dusting on Derek. That's a good question, but it's also difficult. What era of the show? Are you talking about a specific era of the show? Because I have different opinions on each era of the television series. Like I loved the model series growing up. I was an absolute fan. I was scared out of my mind for season 5. Season 5 was scary to me as a kid. I love the model series. Wasn't really a fan of the CGI stuff. The whole Andrew Brenner takeover situation where he became head writer. That's when it got good again. I was like, oh, this is all right. And as for recent, like, it is just so sad to see. It is so sad to see this show that seemed so show that had realism. It had, I don't know, deep character arcs, good characters. Just to see all of that just gone and turned into a 2D cheap babies cartoon. It's so sad to just see all that passion, all that tender love and care just go up in smoke. Like the latter series of CGI. I just, like, what is any of this really? This is not the Thomas the Tank Engine I grew up on as a kid. I championed the model series above all. The model series of Thomas the Tank Engine was fantastic. Was and always will remain a true classic. 1 second. Sorry, had to look at a text. I love the model series. CGI is a mixed bag, and current All Engines Go Thomas is just not my thing. It just isn't. Not for me. Yeah, Cranky Bugs. I actually have that DVD of Cranky Bugs. Like the one DVD that scared the absolute bejesus out of me was the Spills and Chills DVD. That was the scariest thing. Like I could watch Stepney Gets Lost and Haunted Henry. I love those episodes, but I think it was Duncan Gets Spooked. It was the one episode I could not watch. Like, I watched it once and you're just mortified for life. Like, oh my god. The eerie music, the visuals, just everything about it just sends chills down my spine. It still does to this day. Every time I hear that iconic haunted tension, like, oof, that kind of thing, like, ooh, gives me goosebumps. But no, season 5 is a fantastic season. Like, of course, I grew up. I'm not scared of it anymore. But as a kid, like, season 5 was pretty scary for me. Like, oh my god, this is scary. I think Derek's good. Back to the X-Wing. Duncan gets spooked is just terrifying. I think a lot of kids back in the day, around my age, when they saw it for the first time, I'm pretty sure they were mortified as well. But I love it though. It's a good episode. It just, I think it pushes the envelope when it comes to theming and tone for a Thomas the Tank Engine episode. Because I'm pretty sure they never did anything that dark or scary ever again after season 5, which is sort of a shame. But hey, that's what the fandom's for. Look at me reminiscing about my childhood television. Fun times. Fun times were had by all. The PTSD. But it was a good time, though. It was a good time. I haven't experienced that, but I'm pretty sure that might have been a little much for the kiddos watching. I can only imagine that would be a pretty horrifying experience. Just this, oh, here's this happy 80s synth, and then here's this really dark, creepy owl. Owl. And then creepy train whistle, and then the train over the viaduct. And then like, Jesus, am I watching Nightmare on Elm Street? Ooh, got a hair in my mouth. There we go. That's it. That's good. Away. don't know why my screen seems to glitch out every once in a while. It's like a green blip. Might be just my camera. Hmm. Tail really needs it. Wow. Oh, the Cars church. Oh, well. Fun little fact about me. I am a huge Cars fan. I'm a car enthusiast. I'm a Cars fan. I love the first movie. I watched that thing on repeat when I was a kid, like 5, 6 years old when it first came out on DVD. I was all over it. I was collecting the merchandise. I still collect the merchandise to this day. Those Diecast models, I still collect those. But I watched that movie on repeat. Cars 2 was like, yeah, this is pretty good, and then like, no, this is actually pretty bad. Oh god, this is awful. Then I saw the third movie. I'm like, this is a fantastic sequel. I just wish we had a better in-between sequel between 1 and 3. One and 3 I liked. 2, I'm just no. This isn't good. This is bad. I've watched Cars on the Road. And I'm like, this. I feel like it had potential, but at the end of the day, it's wasted potential. Where I feel they could have done more. I feel if they were given more time for each episode, if the episodes were longer, then I feel like they could do a lot more in the way of storytelling and character progression, these arcs that these characters can go through, these obstacles, these triumphs. But it's just all sort of kind of rushed through. Like, oh, here's a plot that resolved itself. Here's a plot that resolved itself. Here's a musical number in the middle of all of it. It's just it's half baked. Like it's got a premise. Like, okay, this is good. This is good. This is a good idea. But it's just wasted potential. Where I think one of my biggest gripes here is with the last episode of the bunch, where they get to the wedding, and Mater and Mato, I think her name was, and they go on this, I guess, sibling rivalry like contest, and it's heating up. It's getting to a boiling point, and then it just gets resolved off screen. It's just a cut, and oh hey, Rob, chummy chummy happy with each other now. You just resolved that off screen? That would have been so good to show on screen. What a waste. Yeah, I don't know. Cars on the Road is half-baked. It's in parts it's a blast to watch. It's fun. I loved the Salt Flats. I loved the whole Mad Max parody nonsense. That was fun. But for the story, it could have been so much more. I think I set my hype too high, and then it just brought me down in the end. Those are my thoughts on the car series. There you go. Speaking of the cars, I think Bulgy's all set. I'm gonna start putting these Ertles away now, I think. Derek, Ben, Slow Coach. Put them back on their high shelf. Yeah, I feel the same. Same. Let's see, so this went like this, I think. That went like this. That was not supposed to break off. No. That clipped in like this. There we go. Hey. All right, let's dust off some pop culture. Got some vinyl figures here with some icons of yesteryear. I completely forgot I gave Pinky a lightsaber. A very wise decision. Let's see, move that. There you go. How do we do it again? How do I make it fit? I think I did something like. Wait. Oh, hang on. Yes. Like this is so ridiculous, but I love it. Oh, I am easily amused. Let's work on you next. How I discovered Tugs. I discovered Tugs the same way you did. I found him on YouTube a long time ago. Oh, wow. I think maybe in 2009, I think. I'm back then, big Thomas fan. Like, I'm just scrolling through watching episodes online because I remember watching some episodes from season 1, season 2, and then finding some episodes of season 3, but I could never find some of the other ones. I had to keep renting out this one VHS from my local library that had the episode Bulgy on it because I could never find Bulgy on my collection at home. I'm like, where is this episode? Where are these missing episodes I can never watch? But once I found out YouTube had Thomas episodes, I'm like, oh hell yeah! So as I was browsing through watching Thomas episodes on YouTube, I just so happened to stumble into Tugs. Like, oh, what is this? Oh, this is fascinating. I should watch this further. And sure enough, hey, I like it. It's pretty good. There's a lot of things on the internet that are archived and then people stumble across and they absolutely love. For me, that's a lot of things. Take Tugs, for example. Take Tiny Toons, for example. Found those on the internet. Did some digging. Absolute fan of them. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Because the sad part was you could never see all of the Thomas episodes on television. Even with some of the later ones on PBS back then, like you couldn't find any of them. You had to wake up at ridiculous hours. I remember trying to wake up at 7 on the dot, just to run downstairs, turn on the television, and catch hopefully the full block, if not the last maybe 10 minutes of it. But even then, I couldn't catch all of those hit era seasons. I couldn't see all of the episodes from season 9, or like I had to get DVDs and watch them online. Though actually, I think I was somewhat spared, as I was never exposed to season 12 until I found it on the internet. So, counting my blessings there, because season 12 looks off. I think that's a good word to use. Off. Something ain't right about season 12 of Thomas the Tank Engine. Beak. Forehead. Oh wow! I do remember Sprouts. Yeah, same here. I remember catching random episodes of Thomas the Tank Engine on Sprout. Again, when I was a young kid. But those were the old days, and now we just have streaming services and DVDs. The television is irrelevant. It's obsolete. Broadcasting networks, nah, don't need them. We got streaming services now. And also the internet, which archives everything. So, hey, it's a win-win. There you go. So weird. Again, I am easily amused. I could probably clip these small snippets of my stream and turn them into memes. Could totally do that. Interesting way about going about it. Interesting way of going about it. I just sort of grabbed everything as a kid, like, oh, hey, what's this? I was somewhat knowledgeable about episode names, where I just look at the back of the box. I'm like, okay, I've seen that. Okay, not this DVD. Grab the next DVD on the shelf. Ooh, yes, I'll buy this one. That was my rationale back then. If there was a DVD that had an episode on it that I haven't seen, I bought it. not really me, but my parents, but you get the idea. Even those fun Jack in the Pack ones. I like that too. That was pretty good. Different direction for the Thomas the Tank Engine franchise. There you go, and there you go. Yes. I'm gonna bust it right. Yeah. So fragile. Right, let's put these guys away. $13, $16. Yeah, I think that's around that time I stopped buying them because I found out, like, oh hey, people are posting episodes of season 15 online. I don't need to buy the DVD anymore, now do I? So yeah. Also, I think that was. Nah, I'm not sure. I think that maybe it was a phase. It was a phase. I think I was starting to slowly phase out of the current status of CGI Thomas when I was, I don't know, maybe 15. I think I was moving on to different things, but I was slowly brought back to it with actual good content instead of mindless dribble. Because at that time, there were a lot of other things in my life that was like, oh, hey, I like this more. I'm going to focus on that. And Thomas just kind of fell to the wayside before it got kind of good again. Like, I guess, enjoyable again, I should say. And then here we are in the current state of things where I just left the whole franchise entirely. It's not really my thing anymore. I'm not that kind of guy. I mean, granted, I love what the fandom does. I love their fan projects, their fan episodes, what they do. I love watching those. Those are good quality. But for the most part, yeah, I left the Thomas the Tank Engine franchise altogether. And again, I got better things to worry about. Like cartoons. So I'm going to put these guys away. Yeah, I was actually a fan of Bob the Builder a long time ago before the weird changes happened, and I just kind of fell out of, like a lot of things, I just sort of fell out of my childhood. Well, I guess maybe not everything, but like the things like Thomas the Tank Engine, Bob the Builder, I kind of fell out of those. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. This is behind me now. And I'm a fan of like some of the like Warner Brothers stuff, the Scooby Doo in particular. My mom was a big fan of Scooby Doo, the classic one, I should say, the late '70s, sorry, early '70s, I should say. My bad. I apologize. Yeah, same. Season 17 happened, and yeah, I was kind of hooked, and then it kind of got interesting again. But alas, it didn't last. And again, we were forced to move on to other things. If anything, now Thomas the Tank Engine is a cherished bygone memory, and it shall be missed. My favorite character from Thomas the Tank Engine? That's a good question. I don't know. It's been a while. I really have to ponder this now. I'm trying to think, like, what was really good? I think I like. I mean, I like Gordon. I like Gordon. Although he was a bit of a pompous ass. I mean, I liked him. I think it was just because of his design. I loved that, just a giant big engine. I like that. I think it was just. But I mean, he did have his good moments. He did have growth. I also liked Henry too. He was pretty cool. Thomas was just overrated. Like, okay, Thomas this, Thomas that. I don't care about him anymore. Donald and Douglas were good. Donald and Douglas were good. No, and thinking about it, yeah, Percy did have a lot of character to him, didn't he? Yeah. Those were the days. The day. Of favorite Tugs character? Go. I think. Oh my. Why am I wasting time on this? Top Hat. It has to be Top Hat. Top Hat. There's this bourgeoisie snob. This guy. This cartoonish boat with a monocle and an oversized top hat with this most snobbish of attitude. This guy. Standout. Absolute standout. I loved him. Everyone else, like, I don't know. I don't really have a, like, real, like, a second favorite. Like, everyone else is just sort of good, in my opinion. I don't really like anyone more or less. They're just all sort of okay. It'd be like a tier list video where it's like Top Hat would be like an A rank, and everyone else would just sort of be on the same line, like an A or a B. You know, never really felt strongly about the characters that I love the most and I dislike the most. They all just sort of, I just sort of all like them all really. If you want to talk about, like, I don't know, like favorite or hated characters, like, for me, it's you got to think about cartoons because I don't know. I'm more because I can't really think of a character I hated that much from either Tugs or Thomas the Tank Engine, but from most cartoons I've seen, I have formulated like real dedicated thoughts to which characters I like and which I despise. Of course, not all cartoons, obviously. I mean, I try to keep a positive mind and like everything, but of course, there's always those those one group of characters that I don't like from cartoon shows. But that's just me. Like, I could ramble on about my favorite cartoon character or my least favorite and explain why. Uh, it's kind of hard to do so with someone like Thomas, where they all feel like the same character, really, in my mind. I don't know. Again, it's been a while since I've seen the model series of Thomas, so I couldn't really give a fair evaluation, I think. It's done. What's next? Oh, hey, no, go right ahead. It was nice talking to you. Have a nice night. Thanks for joining the stream. Speaking of stream, I should probably end it off soon. It's getting about time of summertime. Thank you again. Have a nice one. I'll probably end it the next 5 minutes. I probably should just reiterate for those who might have just dropped into the stream or are checking it out later, weeks or a month in advance. Sorry, weeks or months after the initial live. Let me start again. Let me just reiterate my my plans for the channel for those who might be finding the stream weeks or months later in the far future. I am planning on doing some custom Lego videos. I plan on maybe doing a full-on Lego collection video. Might be looking at some YouTube shorts. Might try to do something like that. Taking a small break on the tug stuff. I'll come back to it. Don't worry. And yeah, plans of doing a, I guess, talk or analysis on the upcoming Tiny Toons reboot once I find more information or I don't know, teaser trailer drops. So that's currently what's happening. Also, maybe think stop motion in the near future too. Sounds like a fun thing I want to pursue. But until then, I'd like to thank everyone for their support, all the comments, the subscribers. Thank you, everyone. It means a lot to me. It really does. It means people like my content, and that means I should be making more of it. So I can't always upload every week of every month, but I can assure you I will be making more content for this channel in the very near future. Trust me on that one. Trust me. Until then, sit tight and wait, I suppose. I guess get hyped. Sit tight and get hyped. Oh, that's good. I like that. That's good. I should write that down. Sit tight and get hyped. That's a good slogan. I like that. Look at me using my noggin. Yeah, all right, that's good. That's good enough. OGN. There we go. congratulations, me, on 10 years being a YouTuber. That's quite a milestone. Let's see what the future holds, shall we? Guess until next time, I'm signing off. Thank you for everyone who tuned in, wished me congratulations. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And future content is on the way. Have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Peace out.